Hold onto your bats.
That's right. Because here we go. We're trying out the new adaptive frame gen from lossless scaling. So basically it doesn't really matter what the input is. The output's always going to be 144 frames a second. So I mean we can change that. Let's try this. And let's unscale this. So this is the adaptive one. So let's just go fixed. And we'll see what that does. So fixed says it's running. Still kicking out about 112 frames a second. Let's go back to the adaptive one. What's up, Devil? And what's up, Gears? You got the body slide issue sorted? Cool. Yeah, I'm messing with the latest version of lossless scaling 3.1.0.2 has an adaptive and basically you can set a target frame rate that you're looking for. Let's try running this on like 65. We'll see what that does. So we're kind of messing with that. What's up, Angel? Come here, baby. Angel wanted to come and say hi. So that says it's running still right around 30 frames a second, outputting 144. We are still running. I could turn that off. Or actually, is that with it turned on? Yeah, that's with it turned on. Okay, you gonna let me play? You gonna let me play? You gonna be a good girl? You be a good girl. Go lay down. You're a good dog. Good girl. She just wanted me to kiss her on the forehead. Anyhow, it's outputting 144 frames a second, so we're gonna run with that. We got a little bit of ghosting around our character, but it's not that bad. What I got going right now is that kind of heat effect around the character. That's not ghosting, that's from a magical effect I got going on. I didn't kill anybody. It said the ancestors are satisfied, though. Okay, my ancestors are satisfied. Think we can nail him? He's mine. Oh, one shot. Give me the hawk feathers. This is a very clear day. What kind of fish are these? What kind of fish are these? Show me. Oh yeah, now I can see you. All right.
If it's my attention you want,
You've got it now.
I will claw the eyes out of you, fool.
Ow.
I'll try and make this.
You made me kill the dog. That's not right.
I'd run if I were you.
They didn't run. He didn't run either. There's an output path that was missing, plus the overriding body slide outputs. Oh, no problem. Caster learns the target's level and attributes. Well, we can sell that. I don't really care about my target's level and attributes. Oh, you're going down, girl. Well, it's too bad I did. Oh, we just cut half her face off. That's pretty gnarly. Oh, we lit her on fire, too.
Hope.
Very gnarly. Alright, we are no longer in combat, but I'm guessing that there's going to be somebody up here. Oh, yeah. Ooh.
You're gonna die for that.
Not if you keep running away from me.
Heart's racing.
He had a full set of Wind Ruler armor. Cool. We don't want it though. We're on our way to go spy on Erica. And what else are we doing? Hey, can I knock those down? I don't know if I can knock those down. No, I can't knock those down. Those are just static. Jumping horses. I don't know if I turn off. If I turn off reshade, you know, it actually makes the trees look more realistic. Maybe we should just leave reshade off. Because now it says we're running 35 frames a second. We're locked at 36. Because 36 times 4 is 144. I may have to just get rid of reshade altogether. Should we do that? Do we really need RTGI? Not really. The game's going to run better without it. Because this is without it. And that's with it. So I mean, it really brightens up the mountains. I actually like the darker mountain, and it makes the trees look more pixelated. I like it better without. So that's without it, right? Yeah, that's without it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Give me a second. We're gonna remove reshade. Run without it. Don't need it. Oh no. That's an alarm I have to remind my wife to drive home safely. Although she's sitting in the other room, so I just yelled out, "Drive safe, drive safe, baby." Okay, so let's go here. We are going to go here, 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 and then we're going to make a new folder. Let's go here and new folder. Nico's reshape. Oh, crap. Helps if you don't have caps lock on. Rename it. That's better. So we're going to take these and we're going to dump them in there. And we're going to take that file. And we're going to take that file, that file, that file, that file, that file, that file. And we're going to dump all of those into there. Okay, that should remove reshade from being installed. We can actually leave that file right there in case we ever want to put it back in. But the other thing that we can do is rerun that. And then we want to browse, and we want to go to that one. Next. Won't let me go back. I guess we're going to have to run it again. Browse. Next. Next. Uninstall. Next. Finish. Okay, let's go back here. So and delete that. Delete that. All right, that should be good. No reshade. Run it. Now Angel's picking on mommy. Mugging her for some attention, probably. She's our furry land seal. So she puts her ears flat, she looks like a seal. Her other nickname's Mini Warg. Well, that and Little Miss Underfoot and Spaz. She has a lot of nicknames, actually. Come to think of it. Yeah, hang out in here with me. Mommy's not having it. She just came and laid down right behind me. All right. Let's do it. So I guess we're doing there's some Creation Club content that we're doing in Solitude. But I think we have to go talk to Golemai also and deal with Thieves Guild stuff. And then I think I need to go to Karthspire. So why don't we do Karthspire on the way, and we'll deal with leaving Aspern and Dauphine there at is that Skycaller Temple or whatever it is. She totally looks like she cheats. I wouldn't trust her. Plus with cards with corners ripped out and other ones are ripped in the middle, yeah, it would be easy to know what cards the other person had. Okay, so we'll do that. Actually, I'm curious. What exactly am I looking for here? I am looking for this. So we'll turn the limiter on at 36. Still looks really good without reshade.
You want something from me?
Yeah, where's your dog, Arduin? I want to know what you did with your dog.
Bread and stew? God, it's not again. Can we try the Horka, please? You know, it's delicious.
Yeah, we are no longer champion of kind, so now we actually have to beat up on these guys. Take them out. Should we check and see if our Meridia girl's up here? She should be. She can be a follower too. After you do Meridia's quest, you can actually take this chick as a follower. This is not part of the mod list because it's not a publicly available mod. But it's if you just search for Elven Meridia, you will find her.
Hi there.
Elsbeth. So yeah, she can be a follower.
See you around, my beauty.
I don't know. She's kind of coming on a little strong. That's okay, I guess. You should kind of expect that if she's running around in, you know, nothing but a couple of straps. It's called Elven Meridia, and you're looking for a link to that file on Reddit. And you can install that mod. It actually makes, when you go up and talk to Meridia, you'll get, Meridia will be that elf. And then after you complete the quest, she'll show up there and you can take her as a follower. But yeah, that's one that's in this list that's not in the list I uploaded because, again, it's not a publicly available file. And I don't have permission to redistribute it, so. But I can tell you where to get it. Set up different weapon setups. Favorites menu. Okay. I'll show you. Once you see it once, you'll get it. This is just the Sky UI favorites menu. So if we press, well, for me it's that button. I'm not sure which one it's going to be for you, but you need to favorite things. So all of these things I've favorited. So if I go to my items,
Yes, I
you can see that I favorited my earrings. I favorited both my daggers. I favorited the Amulet of Sun. I favorited my circlet. Anything you want a hotkey needs to be favorited. Okay, so again, like weapons, favorited, favorited, favorited. So we're carrying an iron pike. That's pretty cool. But yeah, and my twin blade I favorited. So you're going to need to favorite them. But once they're favorited, they'll show up in this menu. And then you can choose. So let's say, okay, we're going to remove both of these. So we're going to remove that. So now we've got an empty slot. Slot F1. These are BF numbers. F1 through F8. Now there will be some overlap between these and the spell hotkey unless you're using numbers. So I can hotkey things here, like Potion of Ultimate Healing I've got on my number 2 button. Okay, but these are going to be F keys down here. So let's see, under group 1 is empty. We want to put the flip dagger there, so we're actually going to select it, and then we're going to select the group, and then we're going to confirm the group, and then we're going to take the other one, select it, select the group, confirm the group. Now that we have both of our daggers there, so they should both be there. Let's double check. We want to hit T, so it's going to remember, equip state. So just look down here, it'll tell you what to do.
Make it quick.
Okay, and then if we want to change the icon, we can choose a different, so let's go instincts. We're going to click, for me it's F to put it in a group, and then I'm going to choose the group I want to put it in. And then for me, it's right alt to confirm the group. But for you, it's probably going to be E. So now it's confirmed. And so I can change the icon by doing that or by doing that. So that's my left alt button to set the icon. And that's how you set it up. So once it's set up, Then you can just use the F, that's F2 for me. That's F1 is both the daggers and instincts. So that's going to show me things that are harvestable. It's going to show me people. I'm using instincts, right? And they'll light up for a certain period of time. So those two greenish things up there, plus people glowing, that it shows live things. But then it'll fade after a certain amount of time. So I've got my F keys you can see here, F4, F5, F6, F7, and F8, because here I've got F1, F2, F3. So these overlap with these. So be careful about that. And you can change the keys for these to whatever you want. I break this in half. I'm only going to use 3 slots here for my F keys, but then I've got 4 through 8 on the F keys I can use here. And the main reason for that is I think I have something else for okay, that's not correct. That's group 7. What I can do is I can actually change it, and instead of saying Sky UI, and anytime you change a key, I would recommend you change this, just so when you get there, you'll know. So this is just a map. But it's good if you forget where you put something or what key is controlling it. This is a key map for everything. So I've actually got my sheath weapon and sneak on my side buttons. This is my bow attack and my speed. And then that's my left attack and my right attack. I do have one more button here that is actually this. My blink spell is connected to my third button over here. So this is going to be hotkey, spell, group 8. Okay. So this is my key mapping, which is really weird because I'm using a keypad. So yours will be different than this. But just press F11 to bring it up, and just press escape, or excuse me, your tab key to go back to the game. So we need to find, we got to steal the deed from Gisley. We got to talk to Golemai. We forgot to go to Karspire. Sorry.
At least
We'll
it's
deal with
warm.
Golemai and Gisley and Eriker. How do you hide the spell? Select HUD elements. Oh, the ones on the bottom? Put your weapons away. They don't show up unless I pull my weapons out. So I just drew my weapons. Now they're there. But if I put my weapons away, they're gone. And you can change that. It's called hotkey spell or spell hotkey. I think it's spell hotkey. So if you come to spell hotbar is what it's called. So if you go into the settings here, you can have double them by using control, and triple them by using alt, and quadruple them by using shift. So, and you can change the number of slots here. You can also change the size. I put mine at 0.65 because they were way too big. And I have show HUD bar in combat, show HUD bar in combat or drawn. But you can change this, always, never, whatever you want. Drawn weapon. I have it on combat and drawn. I think that's a pretty good way to do it. But yeah, that's all configurable right here in your MCM menu. What's up, Crit? And as far as keybinds, I just have 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. But you can have up to 12 hotbars down on the bottom, and you can quadruple that. So you can have control plus those 12, alt plus those 12, shift plus those 12. Also, you can have different bars. So your bar for sneak is going to be different than your melee bar, is going to be different than your one-handed shield bar. So basically what I want is I want my melee bar to be the default, and I want everything else inherit from non-modifier bar first. Inherit from parent bar, same modifier instead of non-modifier bar. And then you can save your preset. You can also clear all your bars and drag the bar to wherever you want. What I did is I did under settings, and I just changed the offset for Y. I moved it down. So that's what I did. So I made them smaller, 65%, and I moved them down so they're not so huge. And I've got it so only in combat or when my weapon is drawn will they show up. And then X I have for making a big dive jump and also turning on and off my HUD.
So, what do we have here? Let me guess. By your scent, I'd say you were from the guild. But that can't be true, because I told Mercer I wouldn't deal with them anymore.
I'm here about Golden Glow Estate.
I don't deal in land or property. Now, if you're looking for goods, you've come to the right person.
You can drop the act now. Goods you'll lay.
Oh, wait. Did you say Golden Glow Estate? My apologies. I'm sorry to say I know very little about that, bee farm, was it?
You acted as a broker for its new owner.
Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. I can't be expected to remember every deal I handle.
Identify the buyer and we'll forget what we know.
I don't care what you promise. If I tell you the buyer's name and word gets around, it could ruin me.
What would it take to identify the buyer?
Well, now that you mention it, there is something I've been trying to get my hands on. I have a buyer looking for a case of Firebrand wine. There just
Now
so
we gotta go
happens
steal
to
some
be
wine.
a single case in the Blue Palace. Bring it to me, and we'll talk about Golden Glow Estate.
Okay, also, if you want to put anything in your bars when you have them set up, just go to your magic menu and pick whatever you want, like Charge Storm, Flood of Exploding Charge Bolts. 45 points of shock damage. That's an adept spell. That's a master spell. That's a novice spell. But whatever you want, you just have to hover over it and pick a number. So, like, I've got it on F6, but I can put it also on F8 just by doing that. And then let's say Black Hand, Poisonous Wind, 64 points of damage per second to living targets. So that's pretty good. Why don't we put that on F8? So we'll put Black Hand on F8. So that's how easy it is to change it. And that way when I pull these out, now I can do F8 and do the Poisonous Wind. So it's kind of neat. It's I don't know, it's a lot like an MMO where you've got keys for doing different spells. Only MMOs are more I don't know, turn-based.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
The finest fish here.
All right, let's find.
Get bored, stranger.
Do we have the forged land deed? I need to know what exactly am I doing with that.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and heart.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler.
Pygmy sunfish.
Spiced wine to warm
At the
your
Richton
heart.
Cemetery, I found a thief loitering near a tombstone. On his body was a note that mentioned the gray fox was dead. For some investigating, I found a note in a strong box. Job in solitude perform the tax question may be rewarded. So steal the land deed from Gisley.
Keep the cold at bay with our spiced wine.
But do we have a forged deed? I think we need to place that.
Spiced wine, the taste of home and heart.
It's a conjuration.
Fresh fish. Fresh fish.
20 hours? Yeah, we're not studying.
Spiced wine to warm the blood.
So where exactly is this?
Finest fish here. Caught daily.
That's the thief's note.
Keep the cold
So
at
I don't
bay with our
see-
spiced wine.
It's great not having to swap out your weapons. We don't want to use spells. The quick slots make combat less clunky. Well, the other thing you should really use, I don't see a forged deed here. The other thing you should really use is Wheeler. Wheeler is great. So you got Wheeler you can get to also. I use it for things like build campfire, leave combat, horse call, all that other stuff. But I've got a separate wheel set up for all of my aspects.
The finest fish here.
So this is because I'm a shapeshifter, right? So all of these are for shapeshifting. And I can switch between wheels. So definitely use this for things you're going to change all the time, like for changing to a bow from your main weapons, or putting a hood on and off, and things like that, because I've got that hotkey to 6, or for things like healing, or ultimate healing potions I've got on 2. So in battle, all I got to do is press a number, and I'll drink a potion.
Spiced wine, the taste
Right.
of home
So
and
let's say
heart.
I'm in battle
Fresh fish.
and I'm low on health. I just gotta hit 2 and I'll stop and drink a potion. Just like that. But yeah, I can also cast spells while my weapons are drawn. And then I can also get to... So let's say my weapons are drawn and I want to... I want to transform into the wolf. So I can do that also. And transform back. Because I'm using aspect of that. So let's say I want to go to my bug form, right? That one's really difficult to control. Nobody cares that I'm a big bug. So where's Gizly? She's up here.
Pardon me.
To be honest, I never really liked the sound of my own voice. But then again, nobody likes the way their voice sounds. Not even God.
She's in bits and pieces.
Welcome to Bits and Pieces. I'm sure you'll find what you need here.
So yeah, I gave people a lot of options for how they want to set up hotkeys and how they want to play. That looks like Gizly, doesn't it? Well, we might as well take that too. Thank you, Gizly. I know a lot of people will put different weapons in Wheeler and change their weapons that way rather than using the hotkey system.
Mother says I shouldn't talk to people.
Have a follower framework? Yeah. Nether's follower framework.
Fresh fish, straight from the fjord.
So you can have like, I don't know, there's a bunch. I don't know if it's 10 or if it's more than 10 followers. You can have a bunch of followers.
You please. But what about those who depend on you so much? You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
But you can set them as essential.
What do you need?
My master has abandoned me, abandoned his people, and nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help?
How can I find your master?
Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend. Said it had been ages since they had last had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that.
Why do you need him back?
Without his guidance, our homeland is falling apart. North wages war against South. The holy flame flickers and dies. We need his return. Oh, but I'm sure he'll repay you when he comes to his senses. His favor is a powerful, powerful thing, and so very worth any inconveniences.
How can I get to your master?
He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry. But I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they can help for such an important matter. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart.
Oh, she smiled at him. Crazy old man. I want that. So yeah, I really what I recommend doing is going through the MCM menu, because there's things in there that you really should know about. So best thing to do is go and just kind of go through it line by line and check it out and make sure things are set the way you want them. There are a few things that I wouldn't change, but most of those are mentioned in the FAQs and or pro tips on the Discord. Gotta find Una and Erdi. And we're also gonna steal some booze. Well, both those chicks are wandering around. Well, let's go steal some booze.
Destiny on my side.
There's Erdi.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
I need to get into the Pelagius wing.
Oh, I'd get in trouble for that. It's not allowed. Besides, it's scary in there.
Fulk asked me to check it out.
Lie.
Well,
You
I suppose in that
lie.
case, it's okay to let you in. But only briefly. Be careful and come right back. Don't mess anything up while you're here.
We're probably gonna need some weapons for this. Because there's a bad guy right through the door. Let's go talk to Uncle Sheo. I really like the complex parallax. I think that's a complex cube map. Makes things look really good. Alright, let's go talk to Uncle Sheo.
Pelly, my dear. Oh, I couldn't. Goes right through me. Besides, I have so many things to do. So many undesirables to contend with. Naysayers, buffoons, detractors. Why, my headsman hasn't slept in 3 days.
You are far too hard on yourself, my dear, sweet, homicidally insane Pelagius. What would the people do without you? Dance? Sing? Smile? Grow old? You are the best septum that's ever ruled. Well, except for that Martin fella. But he turned into a dragon god, and that's hardly sporting. You know, I was there for that whole sordid affair. Marvelous time. Butterflies, blood, a fox,
yes,
a severed head, ho ho ho, and the cheese!
To die for.
To die for.
Yes,
How
yes.
rude! Can't be bothered to host an old friend for a decade or two.
I'm here to deliver a message.
Really?
Really? Ooh, what kind of message? A song? A summons? Wait, I know.
A death threat.
Written
on the back of an Argonian concubine. Those are my favorite.
Well?
Spit it out, mortal.
I haven't got an eternity. Actually, I do. Little joke, but seriously. What's the message?
I was asked to retrieve you from your vacation.
Were you now? By whom? Wait! Don't tell me. I want to guess. Was it Molag? No. Little Tim. The Toymaker's son, huh? What? The ghost of King Lysandas? Or was it one? Yes! Stanley! The talking grapefruit from Passwall! Ha ha! I'm wrong on all accounts, aren't I? Ha! No matter! Honestly, I don't want to know. Why ruin the surprise? But more to the point, do you, tiny, puny,
expendable
little mortal, actually think you can convince me to leave? Because that's crazy! You do realize who you're dealing with.
Oh yeah, Uncle Shale.
You're a madman.
Jolly good guess.
Jolly good guess. But only half right. I'm a mad god. The mad god, actually. It's a family title. Gets passed down from me to myself every few thousand years. Now you can call me Anne-Marie. But only if you're partial to being flayed alive and having an angry immortal skip rope with your entrails. If not, then call me Sheagorath, Daedric, Prince of Madness. Charmed.
So does that mean you'll leave, or not?
Now that's the real question, isn't it? Because honestly, how much time off could a demented Daedra really need? So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave. That's right. I'm done. Holiday complete. Time to return to the humdrum day-to-day. On one condition. You have to find the way out first. Well, good luck with that.
Okay, what's the catch?
It's getting cheesy in here.
I do love it when the mortals know they're being manipulated. Makes things infinitely more interesting.
I don't know, when I look at, like
look
the
around. This is not
sweet roll, and then the silver, and the bottles.
Have you any idea where you are? Where you truly
the
are?
baked potatoes, the fish.
To the deceptively verdant mind of the Emperor Pelagius III. That's right! You're in the head of a dead, homicidally insane monarch! Now, I know what you're thinking. Can I still rely on my swords and spells and sneaking and all that nonsense? Sure. Or you could use the Wabbajack! Huh? Didn't see that coming, did you?
Darn it, doesn't work on her.
You've headed down the path of dreams. Unfortunately for you, Pelagius suffered night terrors from a young age. All you need to do is find something to wake our poor Pelagius up. You'll find his terrors easy to repel, but persistent.
Hi there.
I'll have your bones for a stew tonight.
Can't break my spirit. Get your ugly away from me.
Well, now that's something to crow about. With Pelagius up and about, you're moving right along. We'll both be home in no time. Now this is a sad path. Pelagius hated and feared many things. Assassins, wild dogs, the undead.
Pumpernickel.
But the deepest, keenest hatred was for himself. The attacks he makes on himself can be seen here fully. They're always carried out on the weakest part of his fragile self. The self-loathing enhances Pelagius' anger. But his confidence will shrink with every hit. You must bring the two into balance.
You won't even
Wonderfully
live to
done.
regret this.
Pelagius is finally ready to love himself and continue hating everyone else.
So I don't really understand how that one works.
Oh, good choice!
Oh, this is where the
Well, good for
P-Man
me.
is.
I find everyone being out to get you so terribly entertaining. You might find it less so. You see, Pelagius' mother was, let us say, unique. Although I suppose,
What have
in
you
the
got for
grand
sale?
scheme of things, she was fairly average for a septim. That woman wielded fear like a cleaver. Or did she wield a cleaver and make people afraid? I never get that part right.
271
but she taught
for
her
a
son
P.
well. Pelagius learned at a very early age
So let's
that
buy
danger
like
could come from anywhere, at any time,
4 of them.
delivered by anyone.
Yeah, that's right. Get out of here.
And then you know what we should do? It's not going to let me do it, is it?
The objective here is simple, you simpleton. Use your Wabbajack to defeat the enemy, while they do the same. Oh, I thought you'd never figure it out. With the threat gone, Pelagius is under the delusion that he's safe, which means you've helped him out.
Sort of.
And we're that much closer to home. I have a saying. I'm not going to feel what you have to like. Or something like that.
I've done it. I've fixed Pelagius's mind.
Fixed is such a subjective term. I think treated is far more appropriate, don't you? Like one does to a rash, or an arrow in the face. Ah, but no matter. Heartless mortal that you are, you've actually succeeded and survived. I am first to honor my end of the bargain. So, congratulations. You're free to go. I have been known to change my mind. So, go. Really. Pelagius Septim III, once the mad Emperor of Tamriel, now so boringly sane. I always knew he had it in him. Well, I suppose it's back to the Shivering Isles. The trouble Haskell can get into while I'm gone simply boggles the mind. Let's make sure I'm not forgetting anything. Clothes, check. Beard, check. Luggage. Luggage. Now, where did I leave my luggage? I have a say.
Master, you've
I'm
taken
not
me
going to
back.
feel what
Does
you
this
have
mean
to
we're
like.
going home? Oh,
Or
happy
something
times.
like
I can't wait to...
Yes, that's quite enough celebration. Let's send you ahead, shall we? As for you, my little mortal minion, feel free to keep the Wabbajack as a symbol of my... I'll just take the damn thing. You take care of yourself now. And if you ever find yourself up in New Sheo, do look me up. We can share a strawberry tart. Ha ha! Ta-ta!
About time I introduced myself.
So that's why I've got number 3 set up the way I do. Only I didn't put my gauntlets in there. So let me put my gauntlets in there.
You petulant child!
Who's freezing me?
Don't get cocky.
Should know better to mess with me. Alright, we're going to throw a save right here, because sometimes it doesn't like to load the Blue Palace. Hopefully it'll be okay this time, though. Let's pick out some good arrows. You have the same issue? It's only sometimes. It's not every time. All the guards? No. I use JKs. And what I can tell you is that the draw call limit in JK's Blue Palace is freaking insane. So if we look at it, I'll show you. We're standing in the Blue Palace, right? And we're looking out this way. And we go to Profiler, 29,000 draw calls. 29,000. That's the problem. Now, DirectX 11 has trouble with anything over 10,000 draw calls. Anything over 10,000 draw calls will slow your game down. We're inside a building and we're pulling 29,000 draw calls. So I don't know if it's like doubled up, tripled up, something like that maybe. I don't know. The only thing I can think of, if there's a patch for Lux and JK's interiors, that it may be somehow doubling up every item. That's the only thing I can think of that would pull 29,000 draw calls indoors. But that's what it's pulling. That's crazy. So if we walk outside and we're dealing with the entire town of Solitude, okay, and I've got a lot of things that are added to Solitude also. Yeah, that could be it. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But I don't know why an interior space would have 29,000 draw calls. So we're standing outside, right? And we're looking over all of Solitude right now. Right? How many draw calls? 12,000. So how come the interior of the Blue Palace has 29,000 draw calls? The only thing I can think of is that it's getting doubled up by something in the mod list. Rebuild your list and skip JKs. Snazzy, okay. Who else does stuff? Red Bag. Tomatoes. there are other options. So it does say forged deed. So wait a minute. Where is this forged deed? There's the forged deed.
Careful movements.
Let's take a look. I don't see any bodies. I don't see nobody. So where's 28 feet that way? How can we go 28 feet that way? I don't see anybody in here. And we're out. I've actually opened up JK's Blue Palace, and I don't see what could possibly be causing 29,000 draw calls. So I think it's more likely that a patch just doubles everything.
I've got a little work if you're interested, traveler. You're passing through Solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
What did you have in mind?
It's easy to find things to sell. Things nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying around in someone's house. I bet the two of us were very alike. So why not take the next step? We can help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure hunters. We like to collect things.
I'm listening.
I knew you looked like a clever one. With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people. And they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in. But if its fire were to go out, the ice runner would run aground.
Yeah, he seems trustworthy.
So you want me to put out the lighthouse fire?
We play a
What
bad
an
character
interesting
anyway.
idea.
We're Thieves
I
Guild
think if
and
someone were to do
assassin.
something like that, there would definitely
kind of an
be
evil
a certain
mage.
amount of loot to be shared. Yes, if someone were to put out the lighthouse fire and
I
then
love his
meet
hair.
me on the docks afterwards, I could certainly direct them to that loot.
What would happen to sailors on the boat?
Don't worry about them. We'll make sure they wash up safe. Maybe they'll even pay us for their heroic rescue from their sad crash. It would be best if we spoke little until you've completed your task.
Back to the Winking Skeever. Go talk to one Gajolai. Or Gullamai.
I hope the bard here carries loot.
What if they carry flute and no loot? Will you be disappointed?
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Ah, I see you have the wine. Hand it over, and we'll talk.
I have the firebrand wine.
Good. Can't have the buyer getting impatient and looking elsewhere for this, can we? Here, take this. I certainly can't use it, but I suppose I need to pay you something for the goods.
You're trying to bribe me now?
Not at all. I consider it an investment in prolonging my life. As far as Golden Glow Estate goes, I'll tell you what I know. I was approached by a woman who wanted me to act as the broker for something big. She flashed a bag of gold in my face and said all I had to do was pay Arangoth for the estate. I brought in the coin and walked away with her copy of the deed.
Did she say why she was doing this?
Not at all. I tend not to ask too many questions when I'm on the job. I'm sure you understand. However, I did notice she was quite angry, and it was being directed at Mercer Frey.
Kind of interesting he's eating bread with teeth like he has. That would mean he's a meat eater.
That's it? No name or anything?
So why is he eating
In this
grains?
business, we rarely deal in names. Our identity comes from how much coin we carry.
I think you're lying to me.
Look, that's all I know. I never promised you I'd have all the answers. Now, since our transaction is done, I'll be on my way.
We will crush this rebellion. We must do.
So let's see what the what's the draw calls in here. 24,000. Maybe it's just a JK's thing, because that's a lot of draw calls for this place too. It's a meatloaf. Didn't sound like meatloaf.
Papa says I won't see Rogvir anymore, but he wouldn't tell me why not.
Because he's dead. He got his head chopped off. Lydia cooked it. Maybe. No promises. No messy surprises. At least not for you.
Here we go.
Don't even think about it.
I'm not gonna rob you. Just trying to shadow this crazy Argonian down here.
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
I like the way the glass looks.
Come and see what goods I offer.
Why are you walking the wrong way, Dingledorf?
Won't fail.
Far I have traveled to bring you these fine goods. Come and see what I offer.
Wonder what we can sell to these guys. Where are they?
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you?
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
We're not giving up the bat wings. We have a lot of firewood. Okay, I'm interested in what the P does. So let's eat a pea.
May your road lead you to warm sands. Tools, wares, and weapons, all for sale at fair prices.
Paralysis, invisibility, cure disease, and water breathing.
Goods and wares of
we
all
are
kinds,
paralyzed.
and all can be yours.
I wonder how long we're going to be paralyzed for.
Come and see what goods I offer.
Well, I don't know how long we're going to be paralyzed for. We just crashed out of Madron's.
Far I have traveled to bring you these fine goods. Come and see what I offer.
Cannot wait at this time. That P-Man, he really... that makes a pretty severe paralysis poison. I guess we're just paralyzed. So what else does it do? Invisibility, cure disease, water walking. Well, that kind of sucks. We're paralyzed. I wonder if we can... can't cast a spell. Straight up just paralyzed. I can't drink a potion. I'm paralyzed. Can't cast a spell. Can't drink a potion. You know what I might be able to do though? Let's try this. Can't even do that. Well, that blows.
Tools, wares, and weapons. All for sale at fair prices.
I guess it could be worse. It could have been like a...
Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
What am I looking for? Stone flesh. But I don't see stone flesh.
Come and see what goods I offer.
Oh, it's oak flesh. Well, I guess we're going to have to reload our save because we're paralyzed.
Far I have traveled to bring you these fine goods. Come and see what I offer.
How about we load that one? Okay, well, don't buy peas from the P-Man and eat one. It's kind of like don't eat a bat wing. Bat wings will kill you. Don't eat the pea.
I welcome you, friend. How may I serve you?
I gotta sell everything back off to you.
What have you got for sale?
Take a look.
I didn't die. I just got paralyzed. And the game didn't crash. So, I don't know if that counts.
May your road lead you to warm sands. Goods and wares of all kinds, and all can be yours.
It does? Only because you're thirsty. I guess that's okay. But the game didn't crash. And I didn't die. I just got paralyzed with my head in Madron's lap. And it wouldn't let me rest it off. You know, that makes me think. Hi, Angel. Hi, baby. Oh, you're telling me it's almost time for your stuff, aren't you? You got about 17 minutes, dog. Okay? You gotta wait. At 8:30 is when you get your stuff. She's still adjusting to daylight savings time. Okay, down. Go on. Oh my gosh. You're such a good girl. Such a good dog. You're such a good girl. Yeah, okay, down. No, we're not doing it yet. Go. Good girl. She's a crazy dog. So what else do I have that does paralysis? That would be a good one. Well, let's... Tell you what, we're going to grab everything. Let's make some potions. And let's look for paralysis. Flame Cloak. Imp Gold does Flame Cloak. So paralysis, Briarheart, Canis Root. Okay, that does damage health. Fear. Damage health. So let's grab all of those. Or we could do that too. But that's like Fortify Sneak. So Hunger Tongue does the same thing. Damage health, paralysis, Imp Gall. Weakness to magic, weakness to shock, weakness to poison. Well, we like that one. So let's find, what do we have that does weakness to shock? It's only going to paralyze them for 30 seconds. That one's pretty good. We've got some more bat wings too. So we definitely want bat wing. So magicka, stamina. So let's damage stamina. What else goes with that? Damage, so we need something that does damage magicka. Oh, that's a pretty good one. So I guess that doesn't work. That's not very, so death bell, small antlers, and then you be good. No, be good. Weaker to poison damage, drains the stamina, damages target health. Alright, now we gotta dump all this stuff off. Bear paw, we want to dump off probably most of these. We want to save some elves here. We want to save some hawk feather. So we need a goldfish. What was the other one? Glassfish. Goldfish. Oh, we didn't use the horse muck. That would have made a good poison. Don't eat the pea. Actually, we wanted to try that. All right, what does paralysis? Swamp fungal pod. And it does lingering damage magicka. Holy moly! Yeah, that you're paralyzed for a long time. That's crazy. What else do we have that does paralysis? Just the peas. Okay, well, we can paralyze something for a long time. That's crazy. I wonder how much that potion's worth. Holy moly. 125, 136. Wow. That potion is worth 2,100. That one does a lot of health damage. Okay, we make pretty good potions. Alright, let's go. Alright, we're gonna go down. He's probably already in there. At least he better be by now.
Heart's racing.
There's a good way to get out of sneaking all the way around in here too. Just go for a swim. Although sneaking around can be fun too. Alright, we're gonna go sneaking around. A pumpkin. Why do we have a dragon in here? Sneak around, sneak around. We're supposed to kill that one, but I don't really want to. So we're just gonna sneak around. Here comes Golemai going down. He's gonna stop right there, dude. Testing the water. Yeah, it's cold. Come on. That's a skooma. Skooma. And wine. Yeah, we're stealing all that. Trying to get furniture for his lair. Maybe. Stealing it from the East Empire Company. It's the IKEA dragon. Some assembly required. I cleaned my keyboard today with like a Q-tip and a Clorox wipe, and man, it looks so much better. Took forever to do, but worth it.
Gods, I think that locomotive is coming back up. I hit that mill next. If they can afford that fancy equipment, they must be making a lot of coin. I'll never do another span in that stinking jail. Rather die than give myself up.
Oh, I need to reset this stuff.
Need to get some rest. Been on watch duty for what feels like forever.
Told him to just hand over the gold, but did he listen? No. They always have to fight back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I should have 7. And then 8. Okay. Now we're good. Thing is, I went in to see Sheogorath and took everything off.
Like you thinks they can take me on?
Call me a damn bastard.
Someone there?
We're not alone. Huh?
Got my attention.
Stop that! That's all good!
Nice armor you've got there. It'll be mine when I'm done with you.
Wonder who he's talking to, because he doesn't know I'm here. We're not in battle. He's talking to somebody else.
Hurry up and come at me. I ain't got all day. I love a challenge.
Yeah, me too.
Nothing personal. I just need that gold you're carrying.
You're talking to the spiders.
This victory is yours. I submit.
Not if I light you up. Unfortunately, I think there's a dog over here. So I don't want to have to kill the dog, but...
Still alive?
Oh. I might have to. That's a tripwire. That's the dog. Sorry, doggy. I didn't want to have to kill the dog.
I got this.
Huh? Over here.
Stop that!
They're even jumping in the water after me.
Steady pace.
Did you hear something?
Over here. Help.
What was that? Mine's playing tricks on me.
I got this. Please work me through your logic.
Now there's no need to do anything rash. This isn't as bad as it seems. I was gonna tell Mercer about everything, honestly. Please, he'll have me killed.
Tell me first and then I'll decide.
All right. It's Carlia. Her name is Carlia.
You say that name like I should know it.
Mercer never told you about her? Carlia is the thief responsible.
He's pretty nervous. His tail's going crazy over there.
Now she's
You see it in the shadow.
And you're helping her?
Help? No. Look, I didn't even know it was her until after she contacted me. Please, you have to believe me.
Where is Carlia now?
I don't know, but I asked her where she was going. She just muttered, where the end began. Here, take the Golden Glow estate deed as proof. And when you speak to Mercer, tell him I'm worth more to him alive.
Well, we could loot the place, but I really don't care, so... Give me the right one. There we go. Horker, dodge a horker. I don't think we can outrun him. Maybe. Where the end began. So we completed a bunch of quests there in Solitude. We need to put out the lighthouse fire. And then we got to stop by Carspire on the way back. So the lighthouse is right over there. EETC map. What is the EETC? I don't know what an EETC is. East Empire Trading Company map? Is that what an EETC is? Thieves Guide? Thieves Guide. I don't know what Thieves Guide you're talking about. But we can always go back. That's not a big deal. Is it something that you sell to Delvin? Yeah, okay. I don't remember where that's at. But we can go back in and go get it. I don't think I've ever gotten that and sold it to him. I get the decanter. I get the puzzle cube. I get the ship, the golden ship. Okay, where is this map?
Gods, another fight.
Where's the map you speak of? Is that over here?
Sore fingers will be my ultimate downfall.
Small shack. We're looking at back inside main place. Turn right, go upstairs. Okay. You're not talking about up in here, are you? Main East Empire area. It's up a dirt ramp leading to a shack. Would that be up here? See, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, way back over there? Why would I want to go back over there?
Give up while you still can.
Gonna die for that.
A good death I will give you.
Corpses, burning corpses. Taking out the spiders too. Just because we can.
I act in self-defense.
You die, she dies, everybody dies. Sounded reasonable to me.
I'll find my way.
Alright, so you see it's a dirt ramp. There's quite a few that I don't know where they're at. There's a lot of empty spots there. I get the queen bee from Golden Glow. I get the decanter from so where is this dirt ramp? Get out, go up onto wood dock area. Turn right. Take the stairs on the right. Well, there's somebody there. Stealing all their garlic. That place. That's where you're talking about. I've never been up here. I've never been there. The first time I've ever been up here. I didn't even know that was there. I've been playing this game for like 14 years. Well, since the day of its release. Stealing all their booze too. No, I want your booze. Well, that's kind of nice. And we're booking. Later. Yeah, I didn't even know that was there. That's crazy. I've learned something new today. Today is a good day. See, now I'm going to have to grab it every time I come through. Pretty sure I cleared out all the bandits. Those last 3 when I came back through. See you later, Godzilla. Don't let the Horkers get you. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to wait until morning. Since it's not cold here. I do have to give the dog her pill, so after I wake up, pack my tent up, I'm going to take a break so I can give her her pill, then I'll be back. I'm cold. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty. Drink a little wine. Eat a little cooked goldfish. Drink some mead, maybe some water. Some of my hot girlfriend. Warm up a little bit. I'm glad I discovered something new too. Well, I didn't discover it, I was told about it. Alright, we're gonna pause right there. Let me go take care of the dog. I'll be right back. Alright, took care of the dog. Got myself a cup of coffee. And we're back at it. We're warmed up. Let me fix my glasses. I'm not used to wearing glasses. We must be drunk because things are a little blurry. Yes, we're drunk. We're not going to deal with the Corsairs over there. Yeah, we're pretty drunk. Skooma? We've got skooma. This isn't skooma though. This is, we drank too much wine, I think. It'll wear off in a bit. And we should be running like this. Oh. I love you, man. All right, we're sobering up. That drunk effect is terrible. Who are you people? And you kids get off my lawn.
Looks like you had no trouble.
I put out the lighthouse fire.
The effects have already been felt. The Ice Runner has failed to dock on time. Without the lighthouse, the Ice Runner will have swung wide of the western shoal and run aground on the eastern coast. My sister Dija will be at the wreck with our Black Blood marauders. She knows to expect you.
Alright, well let's go deal with Dija. And then we'll have to come back and take out Jarre. Oh, Dija. I'm coming for you, Dija. Okay, that's not good. You know why that's not good?
No one hides from the dead.
Because that's an LOD.
Soon you will know the cold.
Stop that!
We need to go to an interior cell. Because we're having trouble loading. We may not be able to load this either. Let's see if we can load this cell. or if it'll give us a continual load screen. Probably didn't like when I just walked away from it for quite a long time. Yeah, it's probably going to be a continual load screen. That's some bullshit, Carlo. Alright, well, Gears, you get to drink. Because we're going to have to shut this down. And restart it. Technically it didn't crash, but that was an infinite load screen. Which is... So we didn't get a crash log. But it's almost as bad as crashing. Yeah, everybody drink. That's 2 hours, 23 minutes. And we got a continual load screen. There is a lot of stuff going on there over by the Solitude dock, so it happens. I mean, it wasn't a hard crash, and it didn't give me a crash log, so it wasn't. I think it's more the game engine has trouble with as much stuff as I have loaded in it. And it's not all the time. It's only sometimes that'll happen. That's okay, we just reload the game. We just shut it down in the task manager and then we'll just reload it. Loading, loading, loading. Here we go. So our last save should be coming out of brine water. Means we got to go talk to Jawray again. So we didn't lose very much. I really hope that Bethesda does some improvements to the creation engine before Elder Scrolls 6. Some things that I would like to see would be ray trace lighting, DLSS support, and or FSR support, and FrameGen support. And I would like to see something like nanites implemented, where we don't need distant LOD textures. Everything's a high poly model, and it automatically reduces the detail the farther it is away. So that's kind of what nanites does in Unreal Engine. So I mean that would make things easier to produce, high enough poly when you're close to them, but as the further you get away, they get lower and lower poly. So updated Starfield engine, yeah, that doesn't make me very happy to hear. Just saying. Okay, so we stayed in a tent here. So let's use that. And let's try to rest. There are a lot of things about Creation Engine that I feel could use an update to compete with some of the other engines that are out there. It does have some things that I like, but a lot of things I don't. Loading screens, yeah. Well, I'm not very impressed because there's way too many loading screens in Starfield. And that really breaks up gameplay. And I don't like the idea of everything being procedurally generated. Yeah, there might be 1,000 planets you can go to, but if they all are using the same assets and are procedurally generated, it's like you're on the same planet. So I've never played Starfield personally. I've just watched a lot of the gameplay video. So I guess I can't talk too much smack because I've never actually played the game. But from what I saw from people's playthroughs and reading reviews, and also how many people are still playing it, I wasn't very impressed with what Bethesda did with that. And the people look horrendous. Just implement some of the things that UE5 is using. Especially like Lumen, Nanites. Those are two big ones for me. I mean, I use Lux for lighting and EMB, which is a post-process shaders. But
looks like you had no trouble.
I put out the lighthouse fire.
The effects have already... Without the lighthouse, the ice runner will have swung wide of the western shoal and run aground on the eastern coast. My sister Dija will be at the wreck with our Black Blood marauders. She knows to expect you.
This time we're not going to fly over the water. That seemed to create a problem. So I think we're just going to swim across the water. A full new engine? Yeah, but I mean, okay. Fallout 5 when I use an enhanced version. Okay, well I look at, okay, what is Bethesda actually doing? What are they doing? They're re-releasing Skyrim. They're re-releasing Oblivion, even though Skyblivion's coming out. Okay, so they're trying to make money off of things they've already created. Alright, you're not... Don't tell me you're gonna lock up right here. It's gonna lock up right here. That's some bullshit, Carlo. Well, is this gonna give me at least a crash log? Give me a crash log. No crash log. Okay. And it wasn't Windows that shut it down. Security SPP is running. Software protection service for restart. So it looks like my software protection service is scheduling a restart. 903, 903, 901, 9, 855, 855, 845, 844. So that looks like, all right, Devilman. I don't know, it's not LOD related. This is Windows that's doing it because these are event viewer. Now, the reason I go to event viewer is if you don't get a crash log generated, that means the game didn't crash. It means something else shut it down or locked it up. And in my case, it's scheduling a restart. So it's probably going to continue to do that. I don't know if I can, I can try to restart my system, let it update, and then try to come back. I don't know if I can come back to the same stream, so maybe a different stream when I come back. But I'm going to try that, okay? So let me try doing a restart. I'll see if I can come back to the same stream, but if I can't, I'll start a new one. So that's what we're going to do. And thanks everybody for showing up, and I'll be back.